Come on in, welcome to my home. Happy New Year! So, what I thought I would do for the first video of the new year is let's look back at last year. Let's look back at all the videos that we made, well, most of the videos that we made, otherwise it'd be a really long video. And I'll give you a little few sentences about what I thought about them. And then at the end of this video, you'll get an announcement. Now, if you like videos, if you like my videos, the thing which would really help this channel is to like and share this video. It lets YouTube algorithms know that more videos like this should be seen. Also, you can join Patreon, but we'll talk all about that at the end. So let's look back at the year of 2024. The first video of the year was planning your year. And that was just a look back at how it is easy to plan a year out without going crazy. Anti-purging is just not buying as much stuff as you think you want. It's very easy to overbuy, but if you don't buy it, you won't use it. The breakfast casserole was so easy and so good. I was actually sort of surprised how well it went. Doing weekends wrong is an easy thing to fall into. It's a trap that I think we all do at some point, but this video shows that, hey, you can do your weekends so you can enjoy them. My January favorites, I'm actually sitting in the chair right now that I had in that video. I use the composter all the time, and I have a new one, which is really cool too. I will be the first to admit that this was sort of a hard video to do because some of those frozen foods aren't all that great. But some of them were pretty good. I never realized that making freezer meals ahead of time would save so much time and energy and just took a whole lot of thinking out of meal prep. If you're going to be doing freezer meals, you better have good freezer and oven containers. This one I got to experiment with quite a few. Once again, some of my favorite things I am still using to this day and really love them, especially like the candles and the lights from outside. For the most part, this worked really well. I have just about every single one of those planters still going, except for the Venus flytrap. It did die, which is sad. Freezer meals for March were so good and so easy. I should do more freezer meals for almost every meal, but it's one of those things that I can work more on. More plants. Now, most of the plants turned out really well in the terrariums I am still having, and they look pretty good, but not necessarily as great as they did when I first made them. I make tea every week, just exactly like this. This is my favorite way to make tea, and I think it is wonderful. While my city did go back to using regular disposable, I guess they're disposable, single-use bags, I still have my shopping bags, and I use them quite often. Even if I can get the other bags, I just think this helps the environment. I love decorating for spring. It gets us out of that winter mode, and it's a time for rejuvenation and bringing out those spring colors and that hint of green. It's really nice. It is so easy to forget to clean things because there are some things that we never even think about cleaning, and we probably should. This was a good video for that. I honestly think anything that you can do to make your life a little bit better, a little bit easier, is a wonderful thing to do. So this is a great video to check out if you want to make things a little bit better. These were so good and so easy to make, and I will be honest, I make these all the time, so I have them on hand, put them in the freezer. I highly recommend them. This was a fun video to make because a lot of people think that what they see on social media is absolutely real. It usually isn't. A lot of what you're seeing is a curated or special project kind of thing, and that was one of the nice things to explain to people how some of these things were made. I always like doing the week in the life series because that way you can see what goes on behind the scenes of what goes on behind the scenes. It was always a fun thing to do, and it's really kind of easy. Now, this was an entire self-care series that I'm very proud of because it looked at all of the pillars of self-care, from mental health to emotional self-care to even your physical self-care, making sure that what you are doing, where you are, your environment leads to better health, better self-care, better mental health care, spiritual pillar. The self-care is, getting out there, doing things. And the other thing which people always forget seems to be socialization. Socialization is an important part of self-care. This summer was so hot. I knew that I wanted to make my house look a little bit cooler, a little bit nicer, place to relax in, and this was a great video to do that and cool things down without spending a whole lot of money or a whole lot of time. It was easy to do and a lot of fun. I enjoyed this video. This video came about because I've seen a lot of videos where it shows these people decorating for Christmas or any holiday, and it seems like it came, like instantly. They just threw the decorations out and they were done and it was all perfect. And I wanted to show that no, it takes a while, it takes some planning, and this video is one of the things that did that. Another Fifth Wednesday vlog showing the behind the scenes of what was going on in life at that time. And it's one of those weekly vlogs that my members and the Patreon subscribers get every week. The August garden was pretty wild because it was pretty hot. So there was a lot of how the garden grew, how climate change is sort of changing how gardens do. It was actually kind of a nice year for the garden, but yeah, it didn't look as great as it normally did. But this video shows that. I love this garland. This is the garland that I have up in my bedroom. It was so easy to make. It just takes a little time. I think making more and more garlands is where I'm going to go with, because you can get the garland that you really want in the shape and size that you want. It was so easy. I love doing this, and plus it's fun. This one was a wild video because testing things out and actually liking what you're testing are two very, very different things. This video shows that. Of the things that I tested out, I think I only still have the ice maker. Everything else was just not as great as I thought it should be. It's a cool video for that. Can I tell you that I had a ton of fun making these candles? And I mean a ton of fun. The candles are really easy to make. It's something that I think anybody can do. It had all the right equipment. This was a good video. Changing over from summer to fall, it can always be exciting. This fall we didn't have a ton of color, so the only place that I could have color is inside my house using the decorations that I did, and I got the color that I wanted. The sourdough starter was actually really, really easy. I mean, it was easier than I thought it would be. And so it was a good video to get you going if you're thinking about doing sourdough starters. The sourdough bread, I thought I totally messed that up. It did not come out the way I thought it would, and it was just really strange to have something that I thought was absolutely messed up come out to be pretty good. So I enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. Why did we stop making icebox cakes? At one point they were really big, really popular. They are so easy to make and so good, and it's really fun. I like this video because of the ease and the fact that it can be done in no time. My spooky season this year had more of a fall festive kind of thing. It was less spooky, more fall, and it sort of made me happy because it did give us the color because we really didn't have it outside. This is a good video for fall kind of Halloween vibes. This video taught me that, hey, if you're doing a hobby and you really don't like what you're doing, stop! Don't do that anymore. And that's what this video is all about. Just because you invested in that hobby does not mean it's something that you have to keep doing. Remember that. There are some really cool and wonderful looking solar lights out there that have all sorts of different adaptations to them. So finding those and using them and putting them out was a fun thing to do. Who doesn't like a good cocktail with their Halloween party? These were easy to make drinks, and you could do this with just about anything. I liked the drinks that was made. That was a lot of fun. Another vlog showing about what's going on since this was switching over into fall. That was always a fun thing to do, and it shows you sort of what's going on with my life at the time. This one really got me thinking about Halloween decorations versus fall decorating, because when you consider that the fact that most people switch over to fall in September, October's Halloween, then you switch back to fall for Thanksgiving. Yeah, some planning had to be done. For all of you who think that Christmas just happens, it doesn't. It takes a lot of planning, a lot of work, and this sort of showed that. Took some planning, showed the work into it, and I like that. I like videos like that. Can I say that I absolutely love my Christmas decorations this year? That outdoor kind of natural theme. It was so much fun to do, and having the Christmas lights on at night really like that. This has been a great year for Christmas. I personally like gift guides because that way you can get an idea of what people might like and gives you some ideas of what other people are thinking about as giving as gifts. That was a sort of a fun video, and it gave me a chance to say what things I really liked. In this video, there was one really ironic thing. Shortly after I made this video and got my porch so it looked all wonderful and I could sit out there, it turned cold. It turned cold and rainy, and I didn't get to enjoy it that much, but it's now sort of sunny in the 50s, so I'm happy. This can make your house smell so good without all that chemical smell that I absolutely hate. Sort of a fun thing to do, and it's so easy. I really think this is something I'm going to do a lot more of. It really is easy to forget about doing some of the things that you need to get done before Christmas. This was one of those things that I could get all those things done and have them ready to go for Christmas. Can I tell you, I like this video. This is such a great way to end the holiday season with just a nice, peaceful, relaxing Christmas video. I hope you liked that one. Wow, what a year. That is a lot of videos. Like, a lot of videos. And I think 3 or 4 of them are missing from that because I had to cut them for time. But I did enjoy making most of those videos. Here's the thing. Coming next year, this year now for you guys, it's next year for me because this is actually being filmed on, I think today is the 17th of December. And you'll get it on the 1st of January. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to have a big change on the channel. I'm going to start doing much, much bigger projects, which means I'm going to need more time. Because as of right now, I would film this video, this Talking Heads part, on a Tuesday, edit it tonight. My patrons would get it tonight, and they would have it for about 2 weeks before you guys got it. But the problem with that is that I would constantly be in that state of trying to get all the shots I needed, everything that I need, very little time for planning because it was going round, it was going that quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to an every other week idea. So that will mean that we'll get a new video every other week, and that will give me a week to do all of the big behind the scenes stuff, all of the bigger projects, all of the things I can do starting, middle, finish. It'll be much bigger, much better, and I think it'll be a little bit easier on me, especially when it comes to editing, because let me tell you, editing this video has been a challenge. That's a lot of videos there. There were 53 videos that had to get in there. Oh, that was a lot. That was a lot. So yeah, it'll be a fun change. So every other week, we will still do our big projects like Christmas, Halloween, spring, summer, fall, what other things? Then we'll throw back in more of the cooking because I like doing that. And if you have any other suggestions, let me know down in the comments. Also, if you want to really help this channel, you can join Patreon or join the channel members. That helps support this channel and lets me do these bigger and better projects I have coming up. Because the first one is going to be more of a planting area. Yeah, hint, hint. If you're part of my Patreon or part of the channel members, you will see this whole thought process come up. If not, you will see the video in 2 weeks, and you will see what happens. This is going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of new things coming up. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for your support, and I hope we have a great, great year. And I hope I get to see you again the next time you stop by.